Hello everyone, welcome back again, and hello to all the newbies. I noticed the channel has grown quite a bit, so just wanted to say hello and hope you enjoy the channel. Today I'm calling this a one strip wonder because I'm going to be taking my 12-inch strip of scrapbook paper and creating this triple pocket with it. Now, when I created this, I kind of ran into something that was fun because it ended up being something that I could stick on the front of a journal, or you could add a clip in it, and that wasn't my intention, but just an example. So for those who have not seen this tutorial, it's a double policy envelope that I made. So this is actually a smaller version of this, and I just added a little clip in there on the side. And so the thing about this is you can put this any way you want. You can put this this going this way, diagonal or horizontal, and basically any 12-inch strip of paper will work with these measurements. Now, if you want to use a different scrap length, then you may need to definitely change your measurements just because of how this works. But we all have like little strips like this. So this is just going to be really a unique way because it also gives you a little bit of a score. So they're actually scored. All right, so I did 3 different versions because I feel like I have 3 different fans. I have a Halloween fan, the Maggie fan, and then the vintage junk journal. So I did this one in the new paper that I got, and I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna do one this version and one vintage. So you've got a pocket here, you have a pocket here, and then you have a top pocket, or you could actually leave the other side open. And this one I just flipped sideways. It's basically the same thing. It's just this way. And again, it has 3 pockets, and Michelle inspired me. She puts little dangles on her thing. Not me, myself, Michelle. But, and so I thought, you know what? I'm going to add a little bit of dangle here too. That's why I kind of started to do the dangle. And then this is just the fun Halloween version. So I did take that flower from this collection and I added it on there. But just to give you guys some inspo, because I know sometimes it's hard to visualize, like if I do a tutorial just with this kind of paper, you can't really visualize how it's going to be like this. So I don't know, in my spare time, if I have extra time, I'll definitely try and make a couple of versions, so everyone can get an idea. And honestly, it's not a problem. It's not I love creating and I love seeing how they look. So it's not a big deal. I'm not going out of my way or anything. You know what I mean? It's just, and then we all can see what it looks like. Okay, so for an example, the first one that I'm going to be using is going to be a 6x12 strip. Again, you can use a 5x12, 4x12. But when you start to get smaller, probably like a 3x12, you probably want to change your side scoring a little bit. I'll explain that in a second. Okay, so I just realized I forgot to write one of my measurements, so hold on. So the reason I was inspired with this was actually from a previous tutorial I just did. It's almost the same concept, but not quite. So take a 6x12 or any, whatever that you have, and at the, hold on. Okay, at the 6-inch score, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 5.5 inches. Half an inch and 5.5. Okay, I'm going to flip my paper this way so you guys can see it. And then at the 12-inch score, we're going to score it at 3 inches, 6 1/4, and 9 3/4. Now, okay, when I do this, so you guys know, I'm trying to do it so it's the top. Hold on, where's my little thingy at? Okay, so make sure this is going to be the top. So this is 3 inches, 6 1/4, and 9 3/4. It's funny how when you do something and then you figure something else out while you're doing it. Okay, put that down. So This is going to be a little different though, because we're cutting some things out. So you should have, it should look like this. And I'm doing the side so you guys can just see. It doesn't really matter which side you do. And honestly, it doesn't have to be single-sided paper because, I mean, if you're, it's going to hide. You can hide this little pocket here and it'll just be white. It's not really a big deal. So this doesn't have to be just single-sided. Anyway, what I'm going to do is this end one, I'm going to cut a little triangle out, okay? And this end one here, I'm going to do it. So you don't need to do this one, just the ends, because we're going to actually cut that little part in between off. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, the same exact little sections. Oh, don't need to do that one, sorry, because we're cutting that. So it's kind of in the way, so I'm going to show you how to fold this. So it should look like this, okay? And your larger section is going to be on the top, and this is going to be the smaller. That's how you know. So this is that 3-inch score that we did. All right, so take that and fold it backwards. Fold both of these backwards. And now fold this bottom one forwards. Okay, so it should look like this. This is back, this is forward. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop these off. These little like wings that are left, let's get rid of those because we don't need them. And do the other side too. Okay, so now it's going to be facing this. So, all right, let me have a little template here because I don't want to confuse myself. Okay, so this, you see how this is in the back? So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this back. Keep those things back there. Okay, so fold that top part back with the little flap and then fold this down. And then we're going to fold this up. So it's going to be a little triple pocket. And the most awesome part about this is they have little, you know, scores, so you can fit a lot in there. You could fit like little gift cards and Girdellis or whatever it is that you want to, ouch. Guys, I just poked myself trying to get my glue. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. I went to do my glue and it literally stuck right in my finger. But you know, I actually have a pretty high tolerance to pain, like if I get a cut or something, so that was very unlike me. But anyway, so go ahead and you're just going to glue this down. And if you want, make sure you do your little thumb notch. For mine, I did one on the side. And then the other one I'm gonna put right there. And once you glue this, it's not gonna like pop up. So you're gonna have this pocket, and this is gonna be like a little hole right here. And so you can pick which side you want your pocket to be on, or if you want to just leave it and just, you know, have like a two-way pocket, it could be 4 at that point, then you can do that too. But isn't that cool? So, hold on, let me let this dry. I'm too excited to move forward, so I don't want to let this dry. I think that's every tutorial I do. Okay, and so you see how it's very minimal if you have single-sided paper. It's just going to be this little spot here that'll be like white, and that's really not a big deal, especially when you fill it up. So as far as the clip, which is awesome because this is the thing, you can face your little thing this way and you have a pocket, and remember we still have to close that. So you just pick which side. So if you want it like this, you obviously want to glue that down. But if you're doing it this way, you could do whatever. I think I'm going to leave mine, I guess I'll leave it this way, and I'll just seal this part right here. I guess you could do this before, but I like to see how it's going to look. And it's really not a big deal, like, to glue it after. It's not a pain or anything. And why did I grab that clip? I need a bigger clip than that. You could use any clip, but just, I mean, any, literally. But like if you do, so you can take your little clip and put it in the pocket right there on the side and just add it onto And I'll link this for anyone who wants to do this policy. So there's my little clip in the pocket. And imagine, just like really imagine if you're doing snail mail, it's kind of flat mail, and they have all these fun little elements to take apart. Like you could have the Gradelli and the smaller one, and the bigger one, maybe some sweet little recipe cards. This one is a bit too small. It's a 6x12 because I want to show you. So it's shy just by a little bit. It does look actually, well, for these pockets, not for the side. You could do it on the side pocket, but if you want it in here, I would do it probably like 6.5 inches, because I tried to fit it in here earlier and it wouldn't. So if you see that. So yeah, you could fill it up and just have a ball with it. So let me, I guess I have to decorate this, right? So, and just for fun, I did the same thing that I did before. I just kind of added a little tab in the front. And I put that in there just to, I don't know, break up some of the black and white in there. And I did that twice. So this time, just because I have this, I'm just using my little tab punch, you guys. Oof, and that fell on the floor. I'm never gonna be able to get that while I'm filming. Oh no, what did I do? I was too low with that one. And then I can put another one over here. Oh, did I whack that one off too? I sure did. I don't know what I'm thinking, but now I'm out of cardstock, so I'm just gonna leave that. All right, just let me grab some cute little pieces here. Let me grab some of this out of the way because I've got way too much going on my desk right now. Let me see what I have over here. These look like they're going to be too big. Remember I was telling you guys these are really big? So I'm going to just take some of my elements out of this one. But I love these. These are so cool. So I'm going to stick that in the side right here just so it comes out. And I had a little bingo card from that little kit, and I just added the glitter. I don't know if anyone remembers the carousel line from Maggie, but it's just basically, ooh, didn't let that dry. It's basically that. Reminds me of that anyways. And you could put it this way or however deep you want it. And then this here, just filling it up a little. And now my glue is not going to dry on there, so I might just leave that off. And then you can just add a little flower. And I'm putting some double-sided foam tape for that. So, I mean, isn't that cool? I love this. So what would you call it? Don't you think a one strip wonder? Because that's literally what it is, a strip of paper. And you just make these triple pockets, and they could be clips or whatever you want them to be. All right, now I'm gonna do a Maggie one, and I'm gonna do the smaller one so you can see what that looks like. Let me get all of this mess out of here first. So, bear with me, you guys. I got too much stuff going on. I have multiple projects on my desk that I really wanna do. So, we're doing the same exact measurement here, except this time I'm going to be using a 4x12 strip. So the 4x12 strip is going to look about this size. Now the smaller you get, you know how I did the 1/2 inch on each side? If you want to do like a smaller paper than 4 inches, I would probably start doing a 1/4 inch on the sides instead, because it's just gonna be, you're not gonna have enough pocket space in there. All right, so let me get my little scoreboard back out. And we'll do this again. I'm going to do it the same exact measurement, just, oh, well, this is not 6 inch anymore, this is gonna be 4. So at the 4 inch score, do it at 1/2 inch. Oh my gosh, these are not the same measurements at all. 1/2 inch and 3.5 inches. So 1/2 inch and 3.5. And then these these will be the same. So the top, my top is going to be on this side here. So 3 inches, 6 1/4, and 9 3/4. And I'm going to do the same exact thing, just cutting the triangles on the ends. And the same exact thing. Now you guys know what I'm doing, so I can kind of breeze through it. And once you do like 1 or 2, then you can really just breeze through them. I do get confused with the folds though myself, because I have to remember what I did. But if you just kind of remember, so which way do I want my front to be? I'm confusing myself already because I can't remember which way I want my paper. So I'm going to do it, actually I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to fold this back and fold this forward. It's just whatever you want on the bottom design is which way your paper will turn, and you'll figure out which way is which when you're doing it. You could even run this through your die machine if you want like a little shaker in the front of it. I mean, you can really make this a lot of fun. Hopefully I'm cutting on the line I'm supposed to be cutting. It's hard to see with this. Okay, so I'm going to fold down. No, wait, am I doing that right? Hold on. Fold back, sorry, fold back, down, and then up. And I did it this way because I wanted the flower to show. So let me just add my little, since these are small, I'm going to just center it and then go ahead and glue it. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one. I would have loved to have done like a little shaker thing right there. So this is the size. So now you get an idea of like what they look like in size difference. This is 6 by 12. This is 4 by 12. I'm just letting that dry. And you see how I misaligned that? Sometimes it will be like that. And I just kind of like trim it off because it's already glued, so it doesn't really mess up or anything. And this is that new crepe paper that I got in my haul. So, I mean, there's just so much prettiness. Look at this. This is like our favorite, for people who love Crate or Maggie, this is our favorite piece, and like you cherish them. And now there's like an entire pack. Oh, look, they have a black and white one. I didn't see that one. So now let me just find a flower, because there's a lot of pink going on in here, and I would love to break that up, but I feel like this might be too big. I'm gonna open this one and see what's in here. I love the purple. It's rare you get like that really pretty purple, so I'm enjoying that. Let's see here. Oh, I like these. These are like little, I think these will work. Let me see what we got going on here. Most of the time I just kind of eyeball it. But this one is kind of small, so, and I really want it something different. So I'm going to use this one because I want it to be a little bit of a different color, just so they contrast a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I just realized I didn't bring any of my pieces. Some of these are from, this is not from the new collection. This is from another collection. But let me see if this fits in here. And then remember, you have your little side pocket here. And then I want to show you, I made a, okay. I just had to search my entire desk for this and it fell on the floor. So anyway, this is basically just the crate version of this. And I just wanted to brighten it, but I wanted to show you. So I had made that you know, the smaller pocket. And just to show you, if I can find a paper clip, and I cannot find anything. I need to get rid of some of this pile on my desk. So I'm just going to take the paper clip and put it in the pocket. And just to show you, so if you're doing a swap and you want to add, you know, something, okay, that paper clip's too small. You want to add just something a little more special. I'm trying to give you a finished product here, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this one from here. So if you're doing it this way, you can just, you know, add it on the top or whatever and put it on there on the top and just like add it to your project, or you can do it on the side. I didn't seal this pocket because it's really not a big deal, honestly, if you don't seal it. But you can just like add it. So you can put like your little chocolate there or whatever, and it really just adds to this. And this one, I added 2 of the tabs. So this one you can see it just has 1 of the tabs for the envelopes. So different variations, different, you know, what do they say? Different strokes for different folks. So whatever you want to do, this is actually quite a bit floral. I'd probably add a lot of glitter in between here and some other things. But these are the adorable 1-strip pocket wonders. And I hope you guys have fun with this. All right, guys, thanks so much.